But now, Snocross Adaptive Final. These are riders who are either amputees or have some level of paralysis. Just unbelievable how well these guys race. There you see Doug Henry on the line. They're going to be just some incredible racing, I guarantee you. And for more on that, we'll go down to the line and our very own Jamie Little. Jamie?
Well, Tess, the man who won this event the last 2 years is Mike Schultz, sitting next to me. Now, what makes his story so unique is he raced here at X Games in Snowcross for 6 seasons before a 2008 racing accident claimed his left leg. Now, he's racing with this. He calls the moto knee, and he developed it himself. Now, in practice, he did have kind of a head dogger. His bars are bent up. Some things on his sled are bent up, but he is ready to bring home gold number 3. We're getting started, Tess.
Thanks, Jamie. Schultz looking for the three-peat. They call him Monster Mike Schultz, and they call him that for a reason. Take a look at this field. Doug Henry there, number 19. Of course, a former Supercross motocross champion. And Paul Thacker on the bottom, the 11X. Thacker is back to X Games. You saw him in all kinds of crazy freestyle endeavors. Now he's back to his racing career, Chris.
It's great to see Paul back. Two guys I'm really putting my emphasis on here is Doug Henry and Mike Schultz. They're my two guys to watch. They were ripping in practice. I know they would beat me out on a snowcross track.
So here we go. They're ready for the light to turn green, and we will have racing underway. Interesting. You got Schultz sitting in the middle of that pack there. Looks like a little problem with the light, but they're ready again. Off they go. Great start for Mike Schultz.
Oh!
Whoa!
Beating and banging, first corner. Doug Henry out with the whole shot.
No, Schultz went down in the corner. Oh no, so Doug Henry got the whole shot. Mike Schultz taken out in the first corner. So there, the lead change. Jim Wozni taking over from Doug Henry, but it looks like Henry's going to try and get him again on the inside. The red sled, that is Jim Wozni. The blue sled on the right, that is Doug Henry.
This downhill section is treacherous. The jumps are huge. The faces, the landings are blind, Tess. And that's what I was talking with Henry yesterday. He does a lot better when he can actually see the landing, obviously because he's sitting down, so it's hard to see what exactly he's getting into.
And when you look at these two guys, Wozni in the front, he is an above-the-knee amputee, whereas Doug Henry is a paraplegic, so you'll see Henry's sled looks different. It actually has this crazy seat design, and Henry trying to take the inside away from one. Oh! Wozni is off! Henry is going to bump and run on Jim Wozni. Wow.
Henry stuck a nose in there and just got that sled just a little upset.
So Wozni getting back on the sled. He's going to get that thing started.
And Garrett Goodwin is challenging Henry.
Wow, these guys are going hard. They are not letting up at all.
Oh, Henry doubles down the hill. This is a battle.
This is crazy. You look at the seat designs these guys have. Garrett Goodwin, 6'5". He is a big guy. You'll see he's so big, his legs are actually bent backwards on the sled because they don't fit down in the tunnel there. So Doug Henry, Doug's got that super lightweight seat setup. You'll see it bouncing there. It's got this whole setup of shocks and pivots to allow his body weight to move over the sled, because turning snowmobiles is not about turning those skis. It's about getting the weight in the right place on the track to make it turn around.
Right, Tess, and you know, two big differences here. Henry on the 4-stroke, I mean, for him to be able to handle that, you know, the suspension setup has got to be dialed. I know he's been working really hard on that Fox shock setup of his. You know, they're dealing with Fox shocks not only on the suspension of the snowmobile, but also on the seats.
And Goodwin really still chasing Henry down, but Henry's making up time because he's able to double those sections on the downhill. I think that's really helping him. And you can hear the grumble of that 4-stroke engine.
That last downhill double is where Henry really stretches that lead just a little bit.
So Henry being chased by Goodwin.
And look, Mike Schultz is
who
charging.
has come back into the mix. Mike Schultz has moved all the way up from dead last to 3rd place.
It's like Mike. We've got 1 lap to go. Is this going to be enough time for Mike to get up into the mix?
I think he's going to catch Goodwin and coming around here, but Henry really is starting to charge. It may not be enough time for Schultz to come up catching. He's going for the inside on Goodwin.
Oh, just getting a face full of roots there.
And you know, Mike wants to be careful. He does not want to repeat of what happened on that hole shot. He's still chasing Goodwin, but this is allowing Doug Henry to increase the gap. Wow, doubling down the hill. Mike Schultz chasing Doug Henry.
Does he have enough time?
They've got a couple more corners left.
Oh, big downhill.
And they're going to come up here. And we see the white flag, so Doug is going to have to hold him off for an entire lap. But Doug is still putting the hammer down. Mike going for the inside line.
And we were talking about that. There's a lot of real estate on this track, so if you could cut out a lot of, like that was a huge sweeping corner, Mike Schultz just took the inside, and he's catching Doug.
Remember, Schultz going for the three-peat. He's really going to bang his way through that rhythm section. So Schultz has taken over the lead, but Doug Henry is not giving in.
Oh, looks like he tried to get inside on him there, and that got him slowed down.
So Mike Schultz now starting to pull away just a little bit from Doug Henry. They have about a third of this course left. Henry is going to have to push if he wants to catch Schultz and claim the gold medal.
Both riders come through that big downhill really clean. This has been a tough section all throughout practice.
And here we go towards the finish. This is going to be enough. Mike Schultz, 3-peats in Adaptive Snocross. Schultz gets gold.
Comes from dead last. What a performance by Mike.
Wow, what a battle he must have had with this course to go from last on the ground and finally got Doug Henry on the last lap and congratulating each other there. And you can see how exhausted Doug is. Garrett Goodwin, though, in the bronze. Absolutely fantastic for him. A rookie here at X Games. There you have Mike Schultz. In the middle of this pack, he's getting ready to go. And we've really got to see what went wrong as he goes into this corner.
Oh, he just gets tagged by Paul Thacker. Just got a ski in.
And the challenge, here we go. Wozni and Henry, and oh, look at that. Wozni just got hooked up on Henry's ski, and that took him out. And then Wozni has to fight back.
Here you see Mike going for the big downhill, trying to get that pass.
That's a huge pass. Incredible move there from Schultz getting past Goodwin. And here you see Mike Schultz is going for the lead, trying to get past Doug Henry, and makes it with plenty of room to spare. Fantastic racing, and let's go down to Jamie Little, who's caught up with our medalist. Jamie?
Well, so many of us grew up watching this guy, Doug Henry, race and compete in Supercross and motocross. That was an epic battle, Doug. What was it like for you battling against this guy?
I knew it was only a matter of time before he was going to be right in the mix. And, you know, my Yamaha got me out to a great start, and I just knew that I just had to, you know, try to focus on the track and, you know, not worry about too much what was going on behind me. But I had such a good time. I want to thank all the crew at home. You know, just had such a good time getting ready for this race. Fluff, the Lost Boys, Troy, Steve, Rick, and, you know, my family. I love them, and I wish they were here, and I'll see you soon.
All right, Doug Henry bringing home the silver. Mike Schultz, how about that run? You tip over at the start. How in the world did you get back going and pass for the lead on that last lap?
Yeah, how about that for some excitement? My heart was pounding before we even got here after a practice crash, and get flipped over on the start there. I'm like, oh man, I got some work to make up here. And I knew Doug was going to be out front just ripping. So, you know, we quick put some Loctite on everything and hold it all together. And after practice and got it out here and got to ripping. And yeah, that was fun. I didn't know if I was going to be able to catch him. But, you know, the Skidoo Fox Shocks is just running out there. So, yeah, just want to thank everybody, my family, and
thanks ESPN for bringing us out here again. It's been a blast this year, and congrats to Doug and Garrett here, and it's good times for sure.
All right, these guys make it look so easy. Tremendous athletes. What a great race. Congratulations. Once again, 3-time gold medalists in a row in this event, Tess.
Oh, thanks, Jamie. Just fantastic. Those guys are such warriors. There you see it. Gold again, the three-peat for Mike Schultz, silver for Doug Henry, and the rookie here at X Games, Garrett Goodwin, takes the bronze. Man, what a great race that was.